How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another show. This is You Made Roscoe, and I am Roscoe. And today's show, we're going to be taking a look at a clip from a comedy special. Um, this particular clip or segment is called Rock and Roll Nerd, and this is by, or the comedian is Tim Minchin. I hope I'm saying his last name correctly, but we'll be diving into this. Before we do that, I do want to ask for anybody who hasn't already that they please subscribe to the channel. Also, make sure you hit the notification bell. That way, you'll be reminded of any time any future shows are being published. And also want to give a shout out to very special Dr. Cap. Dr. Cap is right here with me. So she's the one who suggested that I check this out. Shout out, much love to Dr. Cap. Everybody give a shout out to her, once you get into the comment section. So let's go ahead and get this started.
He doesn't have a problem with drugs, he just doesn't get them. He's fine that his mates have tattoos, but he thinks they'll regret them. He likes going to pubs, but he hates it when the music's too loud. He tends not to go to rock concerts cause he can't stand the crowds. But all he's ever wanted to be is a rock star on Rage or MTV. But he knows that it's not fucking likely. He just turned 30. He knows that he will always be a rock and roll nerd. He'll keep writing songs the world will never hear, and though they won't be heard, he'll just keep writing. Oh yeah, but you see the problem is he always dreamt of being a star, but he learned piano instead of guitar. Which ends.
All right. I was told by Dr. Cap in the comments that this guy he has all these different talents, including being a pianist and songwriter, all that good stuff. I didn't realize that he's a comedian that incorporates these things into his comedy, which is dope. Which is dope. I'm here for this. So let's keep this going. See where this song is actually going.
In the 90s, didn't get.
Push it back just a tick or two, so we don't miss anything.
But he learned piano instead of guitar, which in the 90s didn't get you very far. So while the other kids were learning Stairway, he was the piano to their forte. But he was convinced one day he'd rock their fucking asses, be an icon for the disenfranchised masses, grow his hair long and rebel against the state. But just for now that'd have to wait, cause he's running late for his morning classes, and he will always be a rock and roll nerd. He'll keep playing gigs that no one knows about, and though it sounds absurd, he'll just keep playing. Oh yeah, but you see the problem is there's not much depth in what he's singing. He's a victim of his upper middle class upbringing, so he can't write about the hood or bling bling.
Hey, no, not everybody could write about the hood or bling bling. I'm from the hood. I never rapped about. When I did do my thing. But I never rapped about bling bling. I didn't. I don't care about that stuff. So why would I talk about it? But not everybody cares about that stuff, brother. Do you? Do you? He out here looking like the Australian version of Carrot Top. And both guys have these gimmicky acts. But let's keep it moving.
So he sits and imagines his girlfriend is dead, to try and evoke some angst in his middle-class head. But the bitch is always fine at 9:30 when they go to bed. And he's not spent a single night in prison. He has no issues with nutrition. He has no drinking problem and no drug addiction. Unless you count the drugs they put in chicken. And marijuana always tends to make him cough. He doesn't look good with his t-shirt off, and when he tries to act tough, you can tell he's tricking. Will go out late, popping pills and having fun. He goes home and showers and gets a good 8 hours. He gets thrills from his morning run. And while his mates will go on dates, taking speed and drinking cans of Jim Beam, he stays home and cooks, curls up with the book with the girl he's had since he was 17. Cause he's never really been part of the scene. Give him Guns N' Roses, he'll take Queen. He's more into Beatles than the Stones. He's more Stevie Wonder than Ramones. And he's never owned a panel van. He never shot a Pantera band. He doesn't know the difference between metal and thrash. He couldn't tell you nothing about Axl and Slash. He likes Ben Folds and the Jackson 5. He knows all the words to Staying Alive. And though he wants to be all crunchy and cool, he spent 11 years at a private school. So
Wow. Yeah. Oh, woo, man. There's nothing wrong in his life. Yeah, no, it's tough to do, tough to do music without some, at least in my eyes, you know what I mean? And there's songs that'll be done, without angst and pain and misery, or having to add or drug induced, lyrics and all that. But yeah, oh wow, yeah, it's gonna be tough. It's tough without pain, some little tiny bit, to throw into the art. But no, he's making this work, without all this. But the fact that he's speaking on all these days is hilarious. It is crazy. He goes home and curls up with a good book with his girlfriend. Doesn't take drugs unless it's in the chicken, of course. So let's keep it moving.
He spent 11 years at a private school, so it don't matter how he tries. He cannot hide behind his rock and roll lies. Cause you've either got it or you don't. Yeah, you'll either rock it or you won't. You've either got it or you don't. Rock it or you won't. Yeah, you've either got it or you don't. He knows that his music lacks depth, but it just can't be helped. He has nothing interesting to say, so he writes about himself. But he doesn't want to seem self-obsessed, so he writes in third person. In an attempt to seem more rock and roll, but he suspects it's not working. And deep in his heart he knows that he'll never be Silverchair or Eskimo Joe. And even if he was quite pretty with small pants like Kylie, he knows that he will always be.
I'm gonna push it back so we can conclude this the proper way. Let's do that. All right, let's get it.
And even if he was quite pretty with small pants like Kylie, he knows that he will always be a rock and roller. He'll keep writing songs the world don't care about. Though it sounds absurd, he'll just keep writing. Oh yeah. You can criticize him, but he won't care, cause he wants to rock, and he will never be deterred. But he'll always be a fucked up little try-hard wannabe
So that was Rock and Roll Nerd by Tim Minchin, and that was okay. That was okay. I don't. Even though he didn't do like a bad job, he did actually a pretty good job of explaining how basically straight and narrow his life is, and that no hardships whatsoever, but no, I mean, hey, he told his story. I'm not exactly sure this is this is comedy I would have to get used to. I'm used to comedy with a lot of angst and pain, and art really with that, of any form. But um, and it's not to say that I couldn't get used to this, but yeah, it's gonna take some getting used to him. Just to God the honest, but no, he did his thing. I can definitely take myself outside of myself, or take my own opinion out of it and just judge it for what it is. He actually did a great job, of delivering this, and explaining how much of a rock and roll nerd he is. Maybe the next reaction that I do with him, it'll be something that attaches to me a little bit more, but I'll give him a thumbs up for this. It was cool. It was cool. I really, all the things that he talks about in this song is probably just straight the opposite of, outside of that, it was a few things that I could really attach to, though. Being in the clubs with a thousand people, I'm not for that all the time, or very little actually. Maybe when I was younger, I could deal with it a little bit better, but still, even then, it was like, this is a bit much, So, the sirens have started anyway, so that's always great. But but yeah, no, I've given my thumb, so that's pretty much that. But before I get up out of here, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, hit the share button, hit the playlist option. I will make a playlist for Tim, so you could check in the Tim Minchin. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Reactions, and you'll see this and whatever else I end up reacting to once I do that. So I do have playlists for other artists, a lot of music artists, but a lot of other stuff as well. Comedian reactions, which this will go in there actually. Now when I think about it, so. But I'll still make a playlist for them. Well, why not? Why not? But yeah, comedy reactions is where you want to go to if you don't happen to see the Tim Minchin reactions playlist. You'll find it there. Um, the Cash App is on the screen. $ You Made Roscoe. PayPal at You Made Roscoe for those who want to show their support or appreciation for the work being done on the page. There's that, and that's all I got. That's all I got. We'll come back again, and hopefully, Tim will grow on me a little bit more. Like I said, this was cool, but I'm waiting for that something that'll stick. I'm waiting to see that. So until we get to that, I will see you guys again very soon. So until next we meet, you guys be safe and be good.